Thompson gunner. The eternal Thompson gunner, still wandering through the night. Now it's 10 years later, but it still keeps up the fight. In Ireland, in Lebanon, in Palestine, in Berkeley, Paddy Hearst heard the birth of Roland Thompson gun and body.
fuck up. Розгрузку на броні на пікап. Мій дім не дім, а окоп. В руки АКМ, в ухах хіп-хоп. Лівий фланг, правий фланг, піддавлюєм з тилу. Голими руками руса копає могилу. Голими руками очі втирає від пилу. Силою не задавиш дух за сім'ю чи за милу. Мило, не гніви мене, що я довго так. У нас все добре і немає атак. Сидимо в ПНВ, дим, то тліє табак. Вибачу, нема зв'язку, ну якось так. І не потрібно орденів, не надо відзнак. Я стисну за сім'ю кулак і піду на танк. І знаєш, в українця сила прямо в ДНК. І в українському стилі ПТН ПНХ. Сьогодні наче тихо, ми знімемо кіт. Чисто в колі під гітарку і без лишніх слів. Чисто для своїх, чисто в колі братів. І зачитаємо разом цей сумний мотив. Русня, shut the fuck up. Розгрузку на броні на пікап. Мій дім не дім, а окоп. В руки АКМ, в ухах хіп-хоп. Русня, shut the fuck up. Розгрузку на броні на пікап. Мій дім не дім, а окоп. В руки АКМ, брате, топи за правду. До крові на руках був. За небо моє мирно, хай Марс, Джавелін, пульс, адреналін, пуск на Сахалін, ЗСУ покліні. Як та воля, що минула з рік широких мор. Все пизде прибуть пороги і могили гори. Там родилась, гарцювала козацька я воля. Там працює ЗСУ і палато зарядила земля. Коли загорілись очі Кремля. Бойня, бойня, злетіло воруння. Заіржали коні, пригоріла стойня. Зарево на небі від Карпат до Оболоня. Вмирає душа наша, не вмирає воля. І не сити, не виоре на дні моря поле. Не скоє душі живої і слова живого. Нема миру на землі, доки луна тривога. Русня, shut the fuck up. Розгрузку на броні на пікап. Мій дім не дім, а окоп. В руки АКМ, в ухах хіп-хоп. Русня, shut the fuck up. Розгрузку на броні на пікап. Мій дім не дім, а окоп. В руки АКМ, в ухах хіп-хоп.
Perfect. So, little life update. Well, actually, first of all, this stream is going to be me making a TikTok on Allatra because recent events have forced my hand. And also, I just learned a bunch of, like, stuff that I didn't know from someone on Blue Sky that messaged me and said they infiltrated Allatra in, I think Slovakia is what they said. They joined Allatra, saved a whole bunch of shit, and then took off. And they did some really good research. Like, there are articles that I haven't seen yet that... You remember the neutrino power cube? Because this is the big revelation here. This really ties everything together. Remember this thing? It wasn't too long ago. It was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I talked about this thing, and I looked into the, see, there's the Allatra, part of the Allatra. Well, actually, no, that is the full Allatra logo right there. It's got the circle with the infinity and the little, I guess, shadow underneath it. So anyway, I correctly identified this as an investment scam, which was not hard because the CEO, Holger Thorsten Schubart, has a long history of pulling investment scams. Just like all these guys that do it, they're like open fraudsters, and they just keep doing it and doing it. Like, I'll make $100 million, then go to prison for like a year and a half, and then I'll get released and spend all the money I hid away, and then I'll just do it again and again and again. So anyway, it's one of those guys teamed up with Allatra to create this attempt at using graphene sort of lattices or grids stacked on top of each other to collect neutrinos from space, but if you know anything about neutrinos, they can pass through a fucking mountain and not hit anything in the way. They're so tiny that they can pass through a mountain and not hit another atom on the way there. Some of you might know about that like research station in Japan that they built underneath a mountain to study neutrinos. And like they get one neutrino every 20 minutes. So there are like tons of these flying in from space. But every 20 minutes, only one manages to pass through the entire mountain. And this little thing, it's about maybe like that big, supposedly. I mean, I don't think a physical working prototype even exists. I think it's probably just a box. They took like a power bank, like one of those big power banks, and said, yeah, this thing harvests neutrinos. So anyway, they're trying to say that a couple sheets of graphene is able to collect neutrinos efficiently, which it can't. I mean, see all those holes in that? That's something you don't not want with neutrinos, because they're like 1,000,000 times smaller than that thing, and they just go right through it. So anyway, that's the concept behind this thing. And it's constantly asking for investors. It's just constantly fundraising. And I thought, oh, it's just an investment scheme. No. Apparently Holger Thorsten Schubart is a very big critic of, how unfair the rest of the world is being to Russia. And like, oh, I wish they didn't have sanctions. And I didn't know that until the other day. Apparently he's a big pro-Russia guy who thinks sanctions aren't fair. And according to my source, there's also another guy involved with this company on the board of directors, I think, who is a commander of a Cossack militia sort of fundraising charity. And right now, those Cossack militias are fighting in the Donbass in Ukraine, and they're being funded by these charities. And the guy that runs that charity is on the board of directors of this company. It's not a real company. It's just a way to send money to Russian separatists under the guise of fundraising for this fucking inefficient, impossible garbage. They're just straight up just using this as a cover for sending money to the Russian military. It's so fucking crazy. I think this is a really central... this is where it all funnels into, basically. Allatra runs, all these side businesses. There's, textile companies, an HR company, the denture maker guy. There's, a bunch of hair salons and, I don't know, stuff you would find, next to, the payday loan place. They own a whole network of these small businesses. Some of them don't report any income, but they're still operating for some reason. It's all money laundering. They're just, they solicit donations and shit from people too. And they got these businesses that are just meant to send money to, I'm guessing, Neutrino Energy as investments. And then Neutrino Energy takes that and sends it to Russia, which buys equipment for separatists. That's what this whole thing is. I mean, on top of that, they're also probably making some money from their climate denial, too. And here's the new thing we just learned. Let's see. Interfaith Conf. faithconf.org. This website just popped up. An international interfaith conference under the leadership of Pastor Mark Burns. United in Liberty, the rise of spiritual diplomats. Faith, freedom, our shared future. Oh, by the way, some of you might remember this if you're from Oklahoma. This guy tried to run for Congress. Then he got called out about some of his biography, and he was like, yeah, I made most of that up. And he also popped up in the news again for saying that LGBTQ indoctrinator should be executed. He got into a bunch of campaign debt because he lost the election. He was like $750,000 in debt, and then all of a sudden, it just disappears. Somebody paid it off. And I have a feeling I know who. And now he's, yeah, here we go. Here's the important part. October 28th, 2025. Allatra, International Public Movement, and this is a new thing that Allatra just started too. The Universal Grain Project. This is the first time I heard about that because they just started it. They made a phony charity to try and... oh, by the way, big important part. This guy is Trump's spiritual advisor, and he also does unofficial diplomatic meetings with a bunch of politicians. Like, he decided to put it on himself, like, I'm a diplomat for the United States. I mean, I don't have a title, and I don't know... I'm not a diplomat, but I'm a diplomat. And he's meeting with, like, he's going up there being buddy-buddy with the Ukrainian government and shit, all while being, like, captured by Allatra. Like, what I'm thinking is Allatra approached this dude because of his debt and his, like, weird diplomacy role that he just slipped himself into. And they're like, hey, buddy, how about we pay off that almost $1 million you owe? You go ahead and try and get us to talk to the president. And the rise of spiritual diplomats. He's trying to get this to turn into an actual position. He's taking his fake job that he just decided to do. He's like, why don't we actually make this a real job? And I have a feeling there's going to be a Allatra spiritual diplomats. They're trying to use the U.S. government as a shield now. Like, and we're like 3 days away from this shit. And I decided, now that I know how all the pieces fit together, I'm going to make a TikTok video explaining this. I might actually put down money to promote it, too. Because, good God, is this a major scandal that nobody, except for maybe like 20, 30 people in the world knows about. I think most of them are with Ukrainian intelligence, but I don't know if they know this part yet. Like, if they do, they're probably like freaking the fuck out, like, hey, this guy is a literal fucking Russian agent. He's trying to create a government role to sneak a pro-Russian cult into the U.S. government. Please pick up the phone. And I'm feeling those calls are being ignored. So let's see. Let's see what this is supposed to be about.
A message from Pastor Mark Burns. Welcome. In a world often defined by division, we gather with the Welcome. In a world often defined by division, we gather with the understanding that the most important stance is not left or right, but standing for human rights. International Interfaith Conference, United in Liberty.
He's also one of these guys like, I'm not left or right. And he's extremely far right. Like, he's like, LGBTQ people should be executed. I don't think there should be separation of church and state. Trump is the Messiah. Like, shit like that. And he has the fucking audacity to say, like, I'm not on either side. Anyway, I'm going to speak at the RNC.
The rise of the spiritual diplomats is not about politics or partisanship. It is a sincere and open invitation to discover the common ground that connects us all.
Like, this guy is such a, like, they found the perfect guy to be their dude on the inside here. Like, he's corruptible from that debt. He's already slipped into a diplomatic role unofficially. He's close to the president. I think that's mostly it. Yeah.
Here, leaders and believers from every walk of life will come together to affirm our shared values, champion the cause of a prosperous and safe future, and forge a path forward to protect the fundamental right of religion.
The one drawback to using this guy, he's under investigation right now because of his weird funds and where they go and where they come from. Just, like, everything with Allatra is, like, clever, but the main idea is clever. The execution is stupid. Like, my theory about why it's like that, I think Igor micromanages everything. Like, he's not a smart guy. He's very dumb. Like, he is, like, I've seen rumors that he's illiterate. Hopefully he's not dyslexic or something, and I'm being like, meh, but, Igor just, that's kind of beside the point, actually. But Igor is really stupid and full of himself. He like thinks he's the next L. Ron Hubbard, and he just comes up with the dumbest shit, and he makes all of his followers do it. And you can really just see his fingerprints all over these weird harebrained schemes, because they're good ideas but done horribly. For like some of the stuff is like, why would you do that? Why did you make this decision? And I have a feeling it's just Igor butting into everything.
There's freedom for every person, everywhere. This is a dialogue centered on solutions, respect, and our shared humanity. I believe in quiet diplomacy, and this is why I embrace what I call the role of the spiritual diplomat. What is a spiritual diplomat? Spiritual diplomats are faith leaders who step into the places politicians cannot reach. We carry no weapons. We carry wisdom. We do not speak for governments. We speak from the heart of God. We are not elected, yet we are sent.
Yeah, I really want to know if he's making these women change their name to Olga. Like, I know it's Ukraine, like, I know Olgas are all over the place, but there are too many Olgas. There's like, it's like the uncanny valley, the old canny valley, like, yeah, like, oh, there's 10 Olgas here. There's 50 Olgas, and then it becomes suspicious. Like, what do you... Like, I've always said, I think Igor had his heart broken by a woman named Olga, who was skinny and had blonde hair, and now he started a cult where he surrounds himself with women named Olga that are skinny and have blonde hair, and he has orgies with them to save the world, because orgasms create a energy called Allatra, and it stops the world from exploding. That's not a joke. He literally has orgies like every day with these women, and tells them like, "Oh, if you don't fuck me, the world is gonna end." And apparently he's like, "It's okay if you don't actually orgasm. You can just fake it, and it produces a lot. But you still have to fuck me, okay?"
We do not negotiate policy. We bring healing to broken spirits and light into dark corridors. We speak truth in places where power is used to suppress it, and we bring peace where politics have failed. The Reverend Billy Graham gave us the model. He stood in stadiums and preached to millions, but he also walked quietly into the offices of presidents, kings, and dictators. He came not to flatter.
That's...
He stood in stadiums and preached to millions, but he also walked quietly into the offices of presidents, kings, and dictators. He came not to flatter, but to speak.
Yes, walking in quietly to the offices of presidents, kings, and dictators. I have a feeling he's going to do the third thing on the 28th.
Boldly. Not to compromise, but to call for change. Today, there are imams, rabbis, priests, and pastors all over the world following in that same tradition.
Does this guy really... I think this dude wants to be like a Christian imam or something. He's going to make fatwas against people.
They are visiting refugee camps.
Like, his politics make me think he literally just wants, like, the the government of Iran, but Christian. Like, he thinks, like, there should be religious politicians, basically.
They are sitting with lawmakers. They are risking their lives to remind leaders that real power serves the people, not the other way around. I am honored to walk in that calling, and I know I am not alone. This is not about politics. This is about people. This is not about policy.
But the thing is, when you do things about people, that's politics. That's basically the definition of politics. The science of what to do with people.
This is about peace. This is not about conquest. This is about calling. Let us work together. Let us speak together. Let us lead together. It will be people of faith carrying wisdom instead of weapons.
It's like 90% of this is in kind of like an upper class British accent, and then all of a sudden you get, let us lead together.
This is about calling. Let us work together. Let us speak together. Let us lead together.
Let us lead
It
together.
will be people of faith carrying wisdom instead of weapons, speaking not for power but for peace, and walking in the spirit of a spiritual diplomat for the glory of God and the good of all people.
You're not in the weapon carrying division. That's Neutrino Energy's job. Now let's see the video he made. Notice he doesn't say Allatra in this video.
Hello, this is Pastor Mark Burns. I am so excited to announce the coming of an interfaith international conference called United in Liberty, the rise of the spiritual diplomats, where everyone from around the world is headed to Washington, D.C., October the 28th, where faith leaders are coming together under the auspice and the grounds of peace. This is a time like never before, where we're putting aside our differences.
I mean, he is right. This is a time like never before. We've never had a Russian-backed cult try and infiltrate the government in front of everybody's face and then have no one notice.
Putting aside our faith differences and coming together as one people, one voice.
Well, I guess Scientology kind of did that, but that was more about getting their files removed.
To bring peace around the world. I don't want you to meet me there. I want you to beat me there. October the 28th, Washington, D.C., United in Liberty, an interfaith international spiritual conference. The rise of the spiritual diplomats.
Change my lighting around. I want to get that little static shit out of the way. I think it's just wrinkled and that's what's doing. Is that better? I think that's worse. Yeah, that's way worse. Okay, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. Okay. We should start this thing now. Oh, check it out. I updated my YTP. I finally dug it up. This is how I make YTPs. I just work on them, get like a quarter of a YTP out of there, then do nothing for like 2 years, and then go back and add more. Wait a second, where'd the salsa go? We had salsa. Where is salsa? These bitches love salsa. Yeah. Salsa's supposed to be there. Is it because it's a web P? What happened? Okay, anyway, it's not that important. Oh, I am peeking. Okay, let's fix that then. Oh shit. Yeah, that's really bad. God. I don't know why. Brain, no. Okay. Test. Oh, I messed with the game. Test. Test. It sounds bad. Test. 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 Let me check out the compressor. Test. Testing. Test. Hey. What up? What up? What up? What?
Test. Test. Why am I... Test. 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 Testing. Testing. Test. 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 Okay. That sounds way better. Test. Yeah. Okay. Really fucks with to hear my own voice delay. I literally cannot think when that happens.
I was yours and you were yours, and so no. Hey, is there a line that I could write to make you touch? Whispers at the bus stop.
Yeah, none of my jokes are showing up. Let me show the rendered version.
So this is common U, Taxus baccata. U. You tend to get this beautiful creamy white common.
There we go. Sauce. Actually, I kind of made a little beat on there. Oh, did I close Vegas? I didn't. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I added more to the end. I'm gonna end up getting so distracted tonight. I'm hoping to just do like it piece by piece, kind of. Just film a segment. There's the deep part, you know what I mean? Okay, let's get into this. Should I film it in TikTok? Let's see. What's the number? It's 916. Probably fine. Okay. Let me see. Find the virtual camera. Oh wait, yeah, it's just a big button right there. Okay. Figure out. Selection. Yes. Virtual camera. Stop virtual camera. Stop it. Get some help. Where do I get those videos from? Oh. I might need to watch a tutorial. OBS virtual camera. Oh, look. Sony Vegas.
In this video, I show you how to use OBS Virtual Camera. If you're new to the channel, please go down below and consider subscribing. And once you've done that, please go down below and consider leaving a like, and let's get right into this guide. Here we are in OBS, and let's get right into this guide. So first, I want to quickly explain what the OBS Virtual Camera is. So what the OBS Virtual Camera is basically creating a camera input on your computer. So when you go and set it up and it's activated, what it's going to act as is basically a webcam input. So you can go and, for example, use your screen as an input as your webcam, but you can customize it loads, and I'll show you exactly how to use it and what it's going to look like. So firstly, I want to go and add some more things to this. So I want to add some more sources essentially to go and create a really cool OBS virtual camera to then go and use. So firstly, I want to go and create a scene specifically for the OBS virtual camera. Let's go and press the plus button and go and name this virtual camera, just like so, and then hit OK. And now we can go and add some sources. So now let's go and click on the plus button in sources and go and add some. So let's start with adding my display. So I'll press OK there. And then you can go and choose which display you want. I want this one here. Then next, I want to go and add my webcam. So once again, I'll click on the plus button, then the virtual camera device, hit OK, and then I'll go and choose my webcam, which is this one here. You can go and see me, and there we go. So I've added sort of the main things, but now, of course,
Hi guys, I'm Nathan from Next Gen Tutorials, and today I'm bringing you a short tutorial on how to capture your audio and video from your webcam with Sony Vegas Pro 12. I had a problem doing that with the software that came with my webcam. The Logitech software kept on crashing, and little did I know Sony Vegas could do what the Logitech webcam software couldn't. So let's get right to it. First of all, open Sony Vegas and go to File.
Oh god, this article!
Press Capture Video. Now, because I've set it up already, you will see a dialog box that gives you two options. The correct option to use is use external video capture application. If you use the other one, you might get in trouble trying to find the correct capturing device. So if you did press the wrong button, just go to Preferences, so Options, Preferences, go to the tab Video and make sure that Use External Video Capture Application is marked on. Then you can browse the folder where you want the files to be saved, and once you've done that, you just press Apply and OK. And now when you go to File and press Capture Video, it should immediately work.
Totally missed the part where I needed to know.
Capturing device.
Capture video. Capture video. Oh, come on. Hate you. Let's. Do I have the virtual camera open and something else? Right. Do I have to not be on stream to do this? Because I don't want to do that. Let me see. Screen recorder. Oh, you bastards. Oh. Windows key G. Wait. Oh, here we go. Oh. Test? Maybe I just want it off. Test? Let's start recording. Start recording? Good. How do I move it to the other windows? Is the thing. Because if I move it to this one, then I'm going to look like that. Well, actually, I don't need to have OBS. Oh, do I need to? No, I don't. Windows key G. I wanted to record desktop sound. What the fuck? Testing. Test? I don't want this whole stream just to be this. That's the input. Will I have to put monitor on? Oh my god, no. No, no, no. Test. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Doop-de-doo-the-doop-de-doo. Unalive. PDF files. And Mustache Man. Okay. Let's see. This probably sounds awful. Yeah, let's see. Then I would need shit. Why is it not recording desktop sound? That should be a thing that's just right there.